Welcome back. I'm your host, Ryan Richards, a residential loan officer and real estate investor based out of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Today I'm bringing another solo episode sharing an exciting success story from one of our recent mastermind students who followed the blueprint and in less than 12 months is now about to buy their second multifamily investment. Best part is they're going to do this by utilizing only 3.5% as a down payment. So stay tuned and see how they got it accomplished. All right, so this is our first of hopefully many success stories from our recent Informed Investor Mastermind series. For those of you who don't know, my business partner Ben Carboni and I have started the Informed Investor, which is a real estate investment community focused on helping others achieve their goals in real estate investing. We kicked off the series with a 12-week mastermind course with one-on-one coaching and training, starting people from scratch on the fundamentals. What do real estate investors look for? What types of things should they be mindful of? How do you get financing? What makes a good deal? How do you find a good deal? And how do you leverage, grow, and scale your real estate portfolio quickly without expending tons of capital? That course we started in January of 2025. We ran it from January through the end of March. And we had 2 students who attended our course. They attended our 12-week seminar starting from A to Z in real estate investing. They followed up with the Informed Investor Conference that we hosted at Off the Rails in Worcester before purchasing their first property. What's awesome about their story is not only did they attend the courses, build a great foundation, but they followed through with the plan. They bought their first 3-family property as an owner-occupied purchase, putting only 3.5% down. But what's great to see beyond just them executing the plan is their confidence levels change as real estate investors. They've had experience finding, offering, and purchasing their first property, but now they're starting to start phase 2, building out the systems. Through our course, we talk about how to get the right systems in place so that you can make your real estate investing career an actual business. So they've established the property management software. They've got their preferred vendor list. They have a system down for dealing with maintenance requests. All of these things, they come in phases. You can't learn everything at once. That's why we take the time in the course to break it down phase by phase. But when they purchased their first property, it was about 10 months ago as of this video, which is being filmed at the end of September in 2025. Throughout the course of owning the property, they put a lot of work into it. So they renovated some of the units, they did some work on the exterior, and the property is now worth a lot more. So part of what we talk about, which I did in the last episode, is how to access the equity that you create in a property. And ultimately, they were considering taking out an equity line of credit where they would be able to access all of their original down payment back, meaning they can get all of the cash they invested in the deal out to put towards the next one. And where they are currently, just 10 months later, we just got pre-approved to find their next 3-family property. So in a matter of 12 months, they'll hopefully have 2 properties and 6 units owned in just that short amount of time. And the key here is they did it by utilizing a very minimal amount of cash. They'll be able to buy the first one, they bought 3.5% down. The second property they'll be able to buy with 5% down. Now this is only possible by following the right steps. Number 1, getting yourself pre-approved and early, knowing what your financing options are going to be and how much you're going to have to spend to buy the property you're looking for. Because if you can only get pre-approved for, say, $500,000, well, unfortunately, you're probably not going to find a 2-family in Boston for $500,000. So you're going to have to adjust your search criteria to fit within your budget. And by talking with a lender soon enough, you can work with them to create a plan to get you to where you want to be. And that was where we started the first step in this journey. Ultimately, once they have the pre-approval, it's back to them to figure out what are they looking for in a property? What's their buy box? You've heard me talk about that concept before, which if you don't remember, check back to a later episode where I deep dive the concept, figuring out what they're looking for in an investment. Is it certain areas, certain property criteria? Are there certain characteristics about a property that they like more than others? What's their investment thesis? As they started to put that together, they honed in on a few towns that they saw favorable opportunity in. And for their objective, it was long-term cash flow. They want the property to perform month over month. They weren't as concerned about being in high appreciation markets. They're young in their career. They need cash flow coming in to replace the capital that they put into the property. Now, ultimately, one silver lining in all of this is as they're living in these properties are covering almost their entire expense to live. So they went from potentially paying rent at, say, $1,500 a month to now they're owning $500,000 assets and only spending $400, $500, $600 a month. So all while this is happening, they're able to recoup a lot of their income in savings because of their reduced living expenses. So if topics like this excite you, how do you figure this out? That's exactly what the Informed Investor is for. We have an upcoming conference we're hosting on November 1st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., 6 hours of collaborative workshops to help you understand the blueprint to get you from where you are to where you want to be. I have many more success stories to share, and I hope to bring them to you soon, so stay tuned for the future episodes to come to learn more about how people are winning in real estate.